drought problems, but it's coming down in buckets right now as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Just shy of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
11 more on that one, and another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing is Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, this is Rawls. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now third down and goal from the 1. A running play for Rawls. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on third down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Rawls. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Rawls stopped short of the goal line. And tough starting field position here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Powell. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to...
And his first carry, he loses the football. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Well, the offense lining up first and 10. As they run the counter play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Second down, Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. That's taken it around the 40. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Detroit! Detroit! Back that up,
He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Powell. 11 yards for number 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
First down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the press. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's John Ryan now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl. The ball comes out.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on second down, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one good for 33 and a first. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23. Yard line. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 20! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. In that last field goal, Charles, the 500th of his great NFL career. Only 2 unrelated Andersons have more. Gary at 538, Morton with 565.
And that is some pretty heady company right there. Somebody get him the football. That's what he'll want for the mantle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He hits Baldwin right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase them.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. 20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting